Hey everyone, welcome to the Autoimmune Dietitian YouTube channel. My name is Annie. I'm a registered dietitian and I work with people struggling with autoimmune diseases. In my work with my clients, I help them use a personalized nutrition roadmap designed to improve their mobility, their concentration, their energy, and to hopefully give them their lives back. So today we are talking about autoimmune disease and perimenopause and menopause. So, perimenopause and menopause can be incredibly challenging for women. It's when most women experience a variety of symptoms linked to the decline of estrogen, such as hot flashes, weight gain, brain fog, and sleep issues. However, this period of time may also increase the risk of developing autoimmune diseases or affecting a current diagnosis. So, today I'm going to highlight a few autoimmune diseases and the impact of this female transition on them. Before I jump in, I just need to attach a disclaimer to this video that the information in today's talk is not the substitute for the diagnosis, treatment, or care of disease by a medical provider. This is for informational purposes only. Please consult your qualified health professional for any changes that you make to your medical care. Okay, so let's first talk about what perimenopause and menopause are. Perimenopause and menopause are one of the 3 times women experience major hormonal shifts. Menopause marks the period of time when a woman completely loses her menstrual cycle and is no longer able to get pregnant. In other words, her egg supply is depleted. In order for a woman to be in menopause, she has to go a year without a period. Preceding this transition is perimenopause. Perimenopause is when a woman starts experiencing this hormonal shift that ends in menopause. It typically happens anywhere from 3 to 10 years before menopause and begins when estrogen starts to decline. Symptoms of perimenopause include things like irregular periods, mood changes, including depression, low libido or sex drive, hot flashes, night sweats, vaginal dryness, sleeping issues, and brain fog. So, what happens to the immune system during peri and menopause? Estrogen is an anti-inflammatory hormone. And so when estrogen declines, inflammation can actually increase throughout the body. In fact, postmenopausal women typically see an increase in several inflammatory markers, as well as a decline in lymphocyte activity. In other words, they have more inflammation and less immune cells to fight that inflammation. Pro-inflammatory state started by perimenopause and continues through menopause raises the risk of developing other inflammatory related diseases like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and autoimmune disease. So here are a few autoimmune diseases that have been studied for their impact on perimenopause and menopause. Multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis affects women twice as much as men. It is also misdiagnosed in older patients as the symptoms track with regular aging. As estrogen levels decline, pro-inflammatory markers like interleukin 1 or IL-1, interleukin 6, IL-6, and tumor necrosis factor alpha, TNF-alpha, increase, which is also similar to what MS patients experience at the onset of their disease. Additionally, the drop in estrogen affects the brain and may lead to neurodegeneration. Lupus. So research has shown that the incidence of lupus peaks around the time of perimenopause and then declines after menopause. Also, flares post-menopause tend to decline. This is also consistent with the effect of estrogen on the helper T cells that I've discussed in the past. The drop in estrogen may be protective for women with lupus. However, researchers have found that postmenopausal flares tend to do more damage to organs than flares prior to this time. Rheumatoid arthritis. So women are 4 times as likely to develop RA than men, and the risk of developing RA is higher around the reproductive and perimenopausal age groups. Menopause typically worsens symptoms for women with RA, including more severe joint destruction. However, researchers have found that hormonal therapy after menopause can have a protective effect on the progression of rheumatoid arthritis. So what can you do to protect yourself? While developing autoimmune diseases may feel like it's out of your control, it's not, and neither is the progression of your disease if you already have one. So instead of worrying about your genetics, focus on what you can control, because many of these chronic illnesses are not triggered by genetics only. So here are a few things you can focus on to help during this transitional time. The first is diet. Since the decline in estrogen increases inflammation, focus on foods that lower inflammation. This includes eating whole foods like vegetables, animal and plant proteins, fruits, whole grains, etc. So fill your plate with colors. Colorful foods have lots of phytochemicals that fight inflammation. Try to eat less inflammatory foods like processed sugar, processed foods, fried foods, additives, and chemicals. Stress. So stress is a big one, especially during this transitional time. Many women are stressed about their own health while managing their kids and their aging parents. So it's a lot on their plate. Figure out ways to lower your stress. This might look like a meditation practice or spending time in nature, setting aside 20 minutes a day for some breath work. Lowering your stress will do wonders for your body and your mind. Sleep. So perimenopause and menopause definitely mess with your sleep. Make sleep quality a priority for you. This may include getting on a regular sleep schedule, abstaining from alcohol, sorry, not sorry, or getting some sleep aids to help your bedroom, make your bedroom cooler and more optimal for sleep. So perimenopause and menopause can be significantly challenging to navigate, but with all the risks that come with this transition, it's important to be an advocate for your health. Find practitioners who align with your beliefs and goals, and do what you think is best for you and your body. If you would like more help managing your autoimmune disease during this time, I would love to help you. I offer free 15-minute discovery calls to learn about your goals. So go to the, in my YouTube profile, there should be a link to book a free discovery call. If not, it's on my website, annierubin.com. Also, I put out a weekly newsletter. So if you're interested in that, you can sign up for that on my YouTube profile as well. It comes out to your inbox every Thursday. Additionally, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. I put these out about every week, always trying to give you lots of tips related to managing your autoimmune disease with food and lifestyle. So please check them out and follow me on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.